Hey everybody, Resmatter here. Welcome to part 6 of my Disco Elysium playthrough. The majority of the last episode was kind of the discovery about the details more around the murder and that it's not as cut and dry as we thought. So the union members have pretty much all but confessed to the murder, but they say that the reason they did it was because the mercenary or the security guard who, was working for Wild Pines apparently was harassing women and just being a menace, and he apparently SA'd a woman, actually the woman that we talked to in the first few minutes of the game, the one that I was really smooth about propositioning. So they did it as like some sort of vigilante justice. That's what they claim anyway. But then we talked to the woman, and it turns out that that's not the case. They had a relationship. Maybe even calling it a relationship is a little much, but she seemed to be fond of him, and she's upset that he died. And she said that the union members basically coerced her into saying that he SA'd her, and now the union members are saying, no, she's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. We have proof. We have a recording of him basically admitting to it. So that's where we left off. We're just about to wrap up day 2 here. So I've got to listen to that tape. And, I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle between maybe what the union members are saying and what that woman is saying, or maybe it's something even more than that. So yeah, let's get back into it and see what we learn next. Just to kind of get ourselves reacquainted with everything here. Okay, this is it. Yeah, Hardy gave you a recording to where the hanged man supposedly testifies to his intent to R and pillage. Have a listen on a playback device either in your room or find one from a pawn shop. Okay. Oh gosh, I can't remember how to pronounce her name. But maybe we can talk to her at like later at night. Oh yeah, we got to go back and talk to Joyce. So we're gonna talk to Joyce after bed as well. But the exciting thing is the fact that tomorrow the bridge is gonna come down, and we're gonna have a whole other area to investigate. Which to me is just like, oh gosh, that just means even more on my plate. Okay, I guess we'll go to our room. I paid for the dang room, so I'm gonna get every little bit of use out of it that I can. Oh, he's saying see you in the morning. Kim, do you not want to... Do you not want to listen to this?
Seems it has completely broken down.
Jeez, okay. Kim just left. Ah, dang it. Okay, fine.
The machine was made in Revachol by a company called...
Okay, so...
The logo depicts the triple-towered Delta skyline.
So it's broken?
Supposedly built to last.
What should I do now, Stereo 8 player?
The broken tape player doesn't have the ability to
No,
respond.
Kim!
Kim would.
Shit. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess I can't listen to it. Yeah. Darn it. Alright, well, I guess with Kim in bed, guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's see if we can talk to... Is her name like Klaasje or something like that? I'm probably very much mispronouncing her name. But maybe she's calmed down enough to talk to me now.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, here we go. We've got a couple things. The Hardy Boys gave me a recording. They say it proves the deceased's intention to commit grape.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
I'm just looking for a player.
May I suggest the stereo system in your room? It goes up to Apocalypse.
It would if I didn't seemingly break it.
Mine, unfortunately, only comes with a mimsy little radio.
Unfortunately, it's completely busted.
Ah, another broken thing in a line of broken things. Well, perhaps you'll find one somewhere.
Okay, now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
Okay, let's see. It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium. Before you was only the room, the sound of the motor vehicle, steam in the bathroom, and darkness. Let's go with that one.
Wow. Mythopoetically adequate stuff.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from.
Oh, that's right.
I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
That's the one that, oh, what's her name? The girl who worked at the Whirling in Rags, she said that I ruined that song. We go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
All right, was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint Saul.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Okay, I'm not going to apologize. I'll say that what happened.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Okay, that's so me. There's my spin-off sitcom. That's so Harry.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5.
Jeez.
And that
God.
was it.
She seems pretty cool about it. I mean, obviously she's used to partying as well, but I can just imagine what a nightmare of a neighbor Harry would be.
No problem, sir.
All right. Do I want to talk more about the assault?
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
No, I won't go into
How
any
about
more.
we, you know, change the subject to something more lighthearted now. Yeah?
Nah, there's not really anything
All
there
right.
too. Okay, so... And I still need to figure a way to get
The
through
same
here.
Small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I mean, at least with this, it's very unlikely. Oops. I don't know if I have anything for physical instruments, but it is a white check, if anything. I will probably hurt myself by kicking it, but if I rest, then I will, like, I think I get all of my health and everything back the next day. Okay, so we'll put, there we go, we'll put my cool t-shirt on. So that helps with physical instrument. Oh, they're, dang it. Okay, they're both. All right, we'll do that one. Do I have anything that's minus? Okay. So we'll try that. Try and see maybe if I might have some
The
luck
same
here.
Small, heavy door.
8%.
No lock in sight.
Kick the door in. Yeah. What if I just died? What if I just perished in front of her and she'd be like, oh, cool, there's another person who just dies in front of me?
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
As if she couldn't respect me any less. All right, well, that was a fail. So, I mean, I do have some time to kill before it's time to turn in for the night, so we will definitely go talk to Joyce. And maybe I'll just, I don't know, just walk around and talk to people, see if there's anything I may have missed. See if anybody has any other information. So I might, like, skip ahead unless I come across anything of importance or anything, you know, any new information. I wonder if Lena
hello.
has anything to say.
There you are again.
Doesn't look like it. Sorry, Lena. There's this blue door, right?
You see a heavy...
I want to get in that door. Okay.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
There's a pile of cheap...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got...
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
Shades of self-destruction. Let's
These
see what
are
we've got.
all boring.
I've got already a
Boring,
couple of things of
third-rate, ho-hum
glasses.
Sunglasses made of cheap Cerise plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Oh my gosh, I succeeded. Of course I succeed on the one that doesn't seem like a very important one to succeed on. I see a pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. All right, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea-tinted lenses.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Maybe. Maybe I'll come back for those. Okay, let's maybe go see the pawn shop guy. Oh, something over here to check out. I mean, I could probably just have Kim fix the tape player in my room. But I'm just curious to see maybe he has one I can just play the tape on rather than have to buy one.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
And I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
A tape? We have boom boxes for sale that will play it. Check the shelf.
Damn it, of course I can't just get it for free. Can I not just say it's for police purposes and
You
just
see
borrow
rows
it?
of toy soldiers guarding them.
Boombox, boombox. Where is the boombox? Up here? Oh, up here?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange.
Yeah, what was my name?
Sunset Suite.
Tequila Sunset?
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Okay, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh
Oof,
W2,
12.
made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there.
Alright,
It'll set you back 12 real.
Alright, can I play a tape on one of these boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't
Yeah, I
be
didn't
giving
think
out
so.
Freebies. Never have, won't now. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music. A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so
Alright,
experimental.
I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here and era-defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low, but just this one.
Alright, I think I can
For the
afford that.
music, concrete, cop.
Yeah, let's do it.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
I mean, I know I could have just, waited to the next day for it to probably, just have the one in my room work for free. But I got a really good deal on it. Okay, so how do we do this? There we go, equip it to play tape. Oh, look at how bad, oh, look at that. Look at that boombox. We got a couple of things here. Postcard La Delta. Figureless rider. The antique rifle. Yes, that's right. Oh shit, there's the shot put ball. Yeah. That's worth a lot of money. I'll keep that on hand. Maybe I'll need that for later, but there used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed at a fit of rage. That's right, I do still have to find that smallest church in Saint Saul. Okay. There we go, I've got it equipped. So how do I actually play it? Tools? Items, interact? Oh, there it is, okay. Maybe I should be listening to this with Kim, but I mean...
The reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
It feels kind of wrong to play this in front of this random guy instead of in front of Kim. But let's do it.
Not so fast. Somewhere between the GRIH and La Cycle, the good lieutenant steps out of his Kanima. A brisk, chill wind greets him. You get the feeling he should have been here for this. Listen when he's here.
Okay.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
I love the idea that if I can just find
chilly,
other tapes,
inappropriate even.
I'll just be that obnoxious person just running around with just a gigantic boombox on my shoulder. Alright, well I've got that, so let's go ahead and leave, and we will go talk to Joyce now, unless I, have something else catch my fancy, which very well could happen. Alright, is she gonna have anything to say? Cindy? Is that her name?
Hello again, officers.
Oh, here we go.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Oh, not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Alright, it's not the nicest place, but I guess it will have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Shoot, Piggy.
Alright, it's time to talk to Joyce. I have a feeling this is going to be quite a long conversation I'm about to have with her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My
Alright.
favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Now that we're alone, what is pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass. Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde. An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay, what is the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness. No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world?
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer. An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension. Right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by pale, how do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds, hardware operating in the harbor. Firm, self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The pale can damage the mind?
Extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
Man, sometimes with this game, I feel like I'm not smart enough to play it. This all just is so... It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's also abstract. What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of pale transit annually.
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The
Oh.
strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Oh. Can we talk to her about that? Do lorry drivers pass the pale?
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
That poor woman must have stories to tell, like you wouldn't imagine.
All right. Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
All right. What is entropanetic?
Entropanetics is the scientific study of the pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E-Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entropanetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the pale. The only real advance in pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near pale to far pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
And if we don't?
Then they don't.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
How much pale is there compared to the world?
The pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. What do you think, detective?
Okay, so we want to say... Do I want to say that the pale is shrinking? I'm going to say it's growing.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
Cover everything? That can't be. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go into the wild pale yonder.
One and all. They say pale is death, but for the universe.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Ah.
There are nothing. Hybrid airship, in essence, then they don't.
Gone.
Okay.
Like a skipping
Looks
stone
like I
beneath the surface.
Yes,
covered all
sweet
that.
reality. But before we do, tell me, detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Let's say I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good.
Then tell me, what do you think of the pale?
Oh boy, there's a lot here. Okay, it's terrifying, you were right. It's disco. It will end all life. That we will continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still they have it coming. I'm worried. I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything? I'll say, it's all disco, baby. Her eyes tense. Crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, detective. If you don't know even this, then...
All right, I'll say this investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise. For
I
better or
hope
for
so.
worse.
I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
All right, well, we got a couple of other things we can get into.
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What is the big
The
time?
revolution.
And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Did you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No, I would say the apes were neutral. On the other hand...
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly. Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists... they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people. Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
All right.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Okay, I didn't want to get into everything. It's already been enough of a long conversation. We can, you know, each night, I guess we can... Uh-oh, don't freeze on me. There we go. Like I said, each night we can kind of talk to her about some more stuff. Maybe we can go into the... There isn't many people in the apartments, but maybe we can talk to some people in here. There's this old lady. She didn't really give us much information to go on.
Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, maybe I can talk to that woman, the lorry driver, who apparently experienced the Pale, and she's over this way? Oh, there she is.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Huh? What is it?
Oh,
What
I
do you
think, here we
want?
go. I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
Oh, shit. You're a Pale driver. You transport goods through the Pale.
Oh, meu Deus. The lawman solved the case.
She lights the cigarette. A white cloud of smoke disappears into her mouth.
And here I was, thinking you were an idiot. So, are you? An idiot, I mean?
Alright, I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew. The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day. Heroic doses, Harifia. Heroic. Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this...
He gestures at the square, the broken horse monument, the clanging of machines in the distance.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What does it look like, the pale?
Like looking into the ocean at night, in the dark. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
How does it feel?
Nothing. Until it
Or what
starts.
does it feel like?
When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, grey and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it. No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
She points to the machines clumped up like toys. One last thing, you said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
No elaboration.
Alright, let's say I'd rather have what I have than what you have. I'd rather have what you have than what I have. I feel like I already have what you have, in some way.
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A. Or in Lomonosov's land. Where every step you take is one step further from home. No matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
She looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She swallowed it hungrily, then at you. The motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Tarifa, not Pale drivers. Way beyond the established Pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
What is at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end.
She takes the
I'd
cigarette
only
out.
glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance.
Oh, alright, we got a
when
thought.
I was a child. A child rowing on the lake. Josiana.
A sigh escapes her lips, then silence as she stares within herself.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. A child descending.
Alright, so let's see. Motorway south. Do I want to do that one? I have quite a few thoughts already, but man, oh man, there's... Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to get all these. I don't think I'd be able to get all of these in, you know, your one playthrough. I think I'll take a break from that for now. So I did visit. They said visit after 2100 to see if anyone's home, and I did. Nobody was there. I think maybe I have to try again tomorrow. Okay. I don't know what else I can do at this point. Feels like I just have to wait for the next day to kind of get the ball rolling.
Stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing towards Even by the
There we
standards
go.
of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a man.
Who's like, I believe is like the Roman emperor who's known for basically doing that, where he oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? Is it Nero? Maybe it was someone else, but like just blowing his money on the stupidest things. Was he the guy who had like his horse was one of his advisors or something like that? It's feeling kind of like that.
Man certainly knew how to live.
Oh yeah, I'd like to sleep on gold hustler style.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled
Oh no, don't get me into cocaine. I'm trying to keep myself away from cigarettes. I can't be getting into cocaine.
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. Philippian cocaine was purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian
I love the idea
Bay.
of my guy being so oblivious. He's like, what's nose candy?
Cocaine.
That's a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree.
Hey,
as
baddest
to
hustler in the
many
neoliberal hood. Preach
and
free
thought
market for
leaders
9 times.
with more nuanced social awareness.
So I am
than
about the
young
free market.
ironists.
Don't I have my thing where one of my thoughts is like I'm like the ultimate communist, but I seem to be all about the free market, right?
Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
All right, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm just really excited to get on to the next day, have that part of the city open up, get to listen to the tape. I'm really interested in listening to the tape. Against my better judgment before I go to bed. I doubt Kuno will have anything of interest to say, but can I explore
The
this a little
chaps
bit more?
are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Oh,
Fortunately,
okay.
the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
This is significant somehow.
Maybe.
Ah,
Probably.
okay, I'm
An
glad I
ominous
checked that.
warning of bad things ahead.
So maybe I should keep checking on this every day. Just remember to check the fence. Dude, I know you probably don't have a home to go to, but come on, man.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yeah.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Yeah, I don't care either, Kuno. Alright. Let's go to bed now.
The bed is still cold from the bed is still cold from the wind blowing in.
Maybe I should try and see if I can fix that window.
The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, Cells. It's all me. It's my fault. I'm the sorry cop.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
Let's see. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. No, please. Where is this blessed nothingness, this sweet oblivion? I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking.
Aw.
But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
And just go to sleep. Oh, I didn't even notice. Can I collect? Oh, derp. Of course I could collect these bottles. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think to do that.
The fan stands.
Can I just go to... I'm just like, I've just gotten up and I want to go back to sleep.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion, out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air.
Holy cow, there's a lot here.
Somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
How long ago was the news?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Oh, anything else? Like who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really.
Or orchestrations?
Oh, must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Okay, let's try the electrochemistry, so we'll back out of that.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's been still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Dang, okay. So let's see this one here. Not right now. Okay, I guess I should actually go and, go seek him now, and we can actually go listen to that tape. Anything over here for me to pick up?
Yes?
Alright, I found out what the pail is while you were gone.
Wonderful. What is your takeaway?
Alright, I think it's terrifying.
Then I was right to spare you from it, no? Anyway, the pail is no more terrifying than, say, water or death, or that we are stuck behind our eyes for all eternity.
He looks around, pensive suddenly.
Excuse me, large topics are not my forte. You seem stable enough. Keep it that way. Now, was there anything else, or should we get to it?
Oh, hello, dear.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
All right, let's try and solve this mystery soon then, because I don't know how much one... Oh, wait. We got someone we can... Oh, a couple of people we can talk to here.
You look like shit.
Oh, shit. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses. Look who's talking, my dude. That looks... You look awful. That looks like a terrible wig.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Oh, wait. That's my superior. Isn't that... what's his name? Like Jean something? Yeah, that's him. Like, they're here undercover. Oh, is this the girl that said to, like, leave me alone? Alright, looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does. I almost insulted my superior.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's something about this guy that...
I love how I can
matches
immediately
the face
tell,
in
like,
your head.
that's a costume or
Similar,
disguise.
Different face. The suit, the sunglasses, the haircut. He's famous. That's how you know his face. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Oh gosh, oh no. Am I the 57th or the 41st? Oh no. Can I really quickly go into my stuff? I can't. Oh no. 57th?
I think even in this fictional reality...
Oh, it's his station. No, no, I'm dumb. I knew it was one of the two. I just couldn't remember which one was Kim's and which one was
My
mine.
condolences. Go ahead. Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
All right, let's talk about that hypothetical station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's play around. Okay. What would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for thought experiment?
All right. Kim's cooler than you. Hell
I'm
yeah.
sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Oh god, I'd hate for that to happen. You know what might help prevent that, though?
Me doing my fucking job and not pestering you anymore?
You doing your fucking job. Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but... police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Look who's talking, you with your terrible blonde wig and sunglasses trying to be inconspicuous.
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay.
And this is why I said Kim was cooler than you.
Joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Not as famous as you, superstar.
Yeah.
That's right, I am a rock and roll superstar cop. I love it. I knew it, Kim. I knew I was a superstar.
I fear you're misinterpreting this.
Yeah, hyperstellar law official says 7 deranged superstar lines.
Talk to me, superstar. What do you want? About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again. No. 'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed that
to hear you
they
say
call her horse-faced woman. That's so cruel.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Oh, here we go. I'm doing this investigation and it turns out he was shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god. Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station?
I love how I recognized it when he called me like an idiot or a loser.
Oh, really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently. When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was just thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay?
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
All right, let's talk to her.
In an RCM patrol
She seems nice enough. She's always been nice.
As she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
I'm on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm
Or
definitely
cavalry?
not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Oh. Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best. I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world. Let's just do this by the book, okay? Why? I bring more... I'll just say, have I wronged you?
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
Alright, what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an asshole.
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe we're both assholes.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You're the police. I am. So am I.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
I'm not gonna say a horse face. That's so
Yes.
mean.
A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you two is making her uncomfortable.
Alright, well, now that we've got Kim here, let's go and... Let's get the tape player and the tape.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
It feels kind of wrong to play this, like, very sensitive tape, basically out in the lobby of a hotel.
You push, command set. and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of
The
machinery.
harbor. That's the son of a Kvalsund crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty. Now, he didn't say he did do it. He said he was going to. I mean, we talked to her, and she didn't seem like she was afraid of him. She didn't seem like... it seemed like it was a consensual thing. Now, I know it could be more... It could be more morally gray than that, but I don't know. I feel... And it seemed like there was times where the audio was cutting out, so they might have, like, messed around with the tape to make it sound more incriminating. I mean, he said it. He did say that. You can't deny that he said he would, rape her. Pretty colorful language, but that could just be, I don't know, just him being dead. Machismo, I guess.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porteria. The tape stops spinning.
Okay, what was that at the very end?
End
Silence?
of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then...
Exactly, yeah. Edited.
More incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
Okay, he also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who is this Corti?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to.
Yeah, they...
A friend of his?
I don't know if, like, when it was cutting out, maybe it was his friend talking back. Maybe they wanted to... Whoever this Corti guy is. What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there. The kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer.
No, yeah, we still have to
to
find out some information about those tattoos.
Slaughter.
A symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, then, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for Klaasje, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
Alright, guess we gotta go talk to Klaasje. I mean, if I have to decide between her and the Union guys who's telling the truth, I feel like I'm gonna believe her over them. This could be a situation where it's like everyone's kind of telling half-truths and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Hello, officer.
Oh, yeah, we
What
still
brings you
have
up
this
here
as
again?
well. Okay, we've listened to the recording. The deceased states he intends to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. As the porcelain meets the metal table, this does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
All right, something to that effect, yes. Or I'll say these are the exact words he used.
That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely
Man,
pleasant.
that dude's got some riz. And then meanwhile, there's me who asked if, what did I say? If I wanted to make fuck with her, and that did not go down very well. I guess I don't have the the look that she's looking for. I bet that guy could say that to her and it would have come off as charming.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
The word whore was
He liked
used.
the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did.
Yeah, I said that, right? Machismo. It's like he was trying to show off to
He
his
was his own
buddy.
little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Guess it was just guy talk, right? Why say things like that? Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his,
Let's see, she thinks.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism, catchphrase, I'll say persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
No, let me say, do you like this kind of stuff?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi.
So what I've learned is I wasn't aggressive enough when I was hitting on her. I should have really leaned into that apocalypse cop thing, right?
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Oh, okay, now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing piece.
Oh boy, there's a lot here. Oh, okay, we can mention the tattoo. Okay, where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Okay, you were both from Orange. How does she pronounce it? Orange?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
Okay, I'll say you don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no, we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Yeah, that's right. I did say that he's probably older than he appeared. Lieutenant, or younger than he appears. The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Yeah, I didn't know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
There is no challenge without competition. There must be an...
I'll say I'll let it be.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's enjoying this.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice.
I did not catch that in that recording. He did not seem to have a very nice voice.
It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Oh, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke.
I too have stroked his hair. Is that like some weird flex? Kim, I said to put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point?
No.
Okay.
She tries to light another cigarette. It's windy, but she gets it done.
All right, he had a tattoo. What does it mean? This is the important thing.
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes.
All right, let's see. What did it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what this will show us?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Okay, I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait.
Oh.
Stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42.
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage. The weeks of decomposition.
Oh boy, are they gonna say,
the
like,
swollen
how old are
indignity
you
of
exactly? You're probably younger
42 years old.
than you think you are, because you also do not treat yourself very well.
How old are you?
Exactly, yep.
That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
All right, let's see. I'll ask her. Miss, how old do you think I am?
How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. As old as time itself? Ageless? 50,000 years old? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is an apocalypse cop?
I feel like I look 55, but what if I'm like 23? I'll say I think I'm circa 55.
You're not.
He's squinting at you.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
What's that, Kim? Are you saying that I'm older or younger?
Yes, but for him, that number is 56.
Oh, okay. I was only off by a year, so I'm 56 years old.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
All right, bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Oh, all right. Another thought. Is this worth it, though? I don't know. Your face looks like it's 58. Your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long, then, has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking those brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? I'll pass on that one. All right, let's... Okay, so we gotta talk to Titus. What other things? Yeah, a lot of these things are probably going to be once we go to the other side of the town. Yeah, close the water lock on Wednesday. Oh yeah, we can run the number on the armor as well. We'll make sure to do that.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Alright, we'll leave those things alone for now. Yeah, we'll go talk to Titus. We'll focus on that. I would like to get into that wherever this leads to if we can. But we've got more pressing matters to attend to.
The clouds are still hanging around. What is it now?
Right, okay, I talked to Klaasje about the tape. And nothing, she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you.
Right, let's see. Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything and it didn't change her mind. It was bad, honestly. I expected it to have more effect. I'll say it was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man.
Yeah, it feels like he's a little jealous that maybe she was closer to him than to Titus.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole... I don't want to say that because I feel like he'd be like, oh, so I need to be scary, basically, to turn her on. I was going to say it didn't come as a surprise to her.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Right. All fucking righty then. Guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it
You
smooth.
don't have to say everything out loud.
Okay,
Just
mix and match. Okay, I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's still in denial. I'll say maybe she isn't who you thought she was. She's not the innocent little victim. She doesn't need Mr. like White Knight to save her from this guy.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl.
That's exactly what I said. She's not a helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. I'll say that, because that's what I just said.
She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
Wait, what? That's not even what he said. Glenn explodes with indignation. Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this?
That's all right, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool.
Okay. Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too.
It feels like I broke him just now with that whole reveal that she's not scared of the mercenary.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired.
This is so interesting. So if I hadn't found that bullet, we wouldn't even know about that, and I guess we would just go based on his word.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts to say something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers
Ooh,
they get
okay.
in them, the less cooperative they will.
Okay. All right. It is a white check. I can try it. I'll see if I have anything for rhetoric. I don't think I have any clothes that would change that, but it doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh my god, look at that. Wow, so cool. I guess I could probably, as much as I love him holding the boombox, I guess I could probably get that out of my hand. There we go. All right,
It's you again.
Let's try this.
What is it?
Klaasje is
Damn.
playing them
All
with
right.
a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them
Jesus, Kim.
really good.
I'm gonna need your gun again. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Kim. I'm not dragging Kim into this. All right, I'll say I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I got this fucking... No, I'm gonna say, all right, man, it's clear you're being played like a
No,
fiddle.
we fucking ain't, asshole. No one's fiddling anyone in here.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Who do you think? Keep playing the imaginary fiddle. Grin sagely. 'Tis a pity she's a whore. Perform a dramatic finale on the imaginary fiddle. The hunter becomes the hunted. You promised there'd be good options. Where are they?
You want more good options.
Oh boy, there's a lot here. Oh god, I'm gonna get killed here. I mean, your sweet little plaything upstairs. Titus, pussy boy. You and I both know where this is going. Who do you think? Good lord, what is happening to me? Look up. I'll say this one, the dramatic. The hunter becomes the hunted.
The hunter becomes the hunter. A little tip for you, cop.
Oh, he said the hunter
Next
becomes the
time you try
hunter.
to fuck with someone's head, make sure you're not fucked there yourself.
I don't understand
Oh, no.
what happened. Why did you say that? I didn't tell you to say that. Put the fiddle down and never go off script like that again.
All right, well, we do have some points that I can put into rhetoric, so we'll give that a try. And hopefully we succeed the next time. Where are you? Rhetoric. Rhetoric. I've actually got quite a few skill points that I've been saving up.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh god, only 58%? Alright, let's try it.
I don't
No!
know what went wrong last time. There are so many good ideas here. Make them all see their puppets on a string.
Okay, I'll say, I'll say, I know what's going on here. I've been wrong too. I got this dark shadow over my
What
heart.
the hell are you talking about?
As I awakened into this world, something came with me, an ancient sadness. He's like, boy, I am not your therapist. What are you talking about?
Oh, that shadow. A man your age.
Like, Titus actually feels sorry for me right now.
I never thought I'd say this, but maybe you should cut back on the drink.
That is a lie. You should cut forward on the drink.
That's enough for the shadow now, officer. Let's do procedural questions, or even, why not take a little breather?
These working class...
Oh god, I'm gonna just lose all of my morale. I don't care. I will pump all of my goddamn points into rhetoric until I get this done. I just have to be careful that I don't die. Level up again. Let's try it again.
It's you again. What is it?
%72%. Please, 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 please.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated.
Finally.
Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Klaasje. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Good. I like this. This guy's learning. Outside, under the rising sun. Tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
Wait, what? Can we not... Oh, case closed. We're going home?
Hmm?
Oh, are we doing like some weird kind of like game here? Mental game?
You'll get it.
All right, write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Let's see. Because of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain.
Oh,
What's your
Alain.
name, right? Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
All right, I'll say they just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't.
Hey, here we go.
We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Okay, so we want to lean on Angus, or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't
oh,
even hang him.
oh.
He was dead when...
Thank you, Angus. Well, that's quite. So they didn't even kill him, so he was already dead.
Shut up, Angus.
Oh shit, he was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet, so quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Oh.
Lizzie, Your help is no longer needed here.
Oh, shit.
Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back. Oh, damn.
What just happened between these two?
So, I told you to give her up. Oh, that's right. That's right, because there's the woman that apparently took, like, bought my gun at the pawn shop and apparently is, like, working with the Hardys. So she's the one who killed, the mercenary?
You're in. He's all yours.
Nice.
Questions.
Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile
Yes.
only you can see.
I'm sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
All right, it looks like he's given up. He's just going to give us the information that we want.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls.
Girls plural. There's another girl.
Okay.
2 of them.
The plot thickens.
Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Klaasje came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
I mean, okay, so yeah, the bullet hole would have, or the bullet would have come up at some point, the fact it had been shot, but I'm still really happy that we found it in the initial autopsy.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs, the 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
Okay, if Klaasje didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
That can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
I can kind of see why Titus is pissed off at her. It's like, you know, he did what he could to help cover up the murder and to help her out, and then he's like, and this is the thanks that I get, that she just like blabbed to the cops that she's defending this guy, this mercenary.
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
All right, so who killed the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaasje. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past too?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Cronell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points.
Well, we were gonna head that way anyway.
A ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Whose idea was it to hang him? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier he said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
All right, it's her, isn't it? The missing 8th Hardy? That's the other girl.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy Boys are right here, cop. That woman is just
I like this. You know, it's okay for... He technically did say the Hardy Boys are there, nothing about a Hardy girl. You know, it's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it.
You can tell me anything about this affiliate? Name, current location?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Getting to her. It's Klaasje you want to talk to.
All right, let's go talk to Klaasje.
Hey, cop. Before you go...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
Klaasje, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection, but...
Still, after all this headache...
All right, but you'd still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. They talked about they're like the window. Let me check. Is there anything I can see out the window?
A ceiling height window.
Ooh.
The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Squint?
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Perception. Once again, let me check to see if I have anything for perception. I don't know if I do. Do I have anything that would be minus perception? Alright, doesn't look like it. Alright, I'm just gonna have to... Hopefully I do a better chance at this than I did with...
A ceiling height window.
The volition, but...
The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony
or rhetoric.
fingers.
I am, don't have a lot of faith.
Nothing.
Damn it.
Just black tangles like
Ooh, okay, I gotta heal myself.
Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does...
Alright, I'll come back to you, window. I have not been very lucky with my... my rolls on this, episode, unfortunately. I think we're gonna check out that window as well, see if we can get some information from it.
This window is pristine on the inside.
It doesn't look like there's anything we can do with that right now. Feels like...
always good to see you.
It feels like this episode has just been like 80% me just running up and down the stairs talking to Klaasje and Titus.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
Okay, I'll say you don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Maybe she's like, you're not exactly the most charming person, so maybe I was expecting that you wouldn't get any information out of them.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Not of the shit I'd
I'm satisfied with this explanation. I would say that's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. grey and pale
Ugh.
in the morning light.
We talked about the pale so much.
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Okay, I'll say, is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Okay, what did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Loosdoen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Looscop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Looscop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo!
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Okay, let's see. I'm sure there are people who've done much worse. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. I'll say that's a lot of shit I'll just go with the neutral. It's a lot of shit you've got yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times. To herself, to get used to the idea, out of guilt.
Okay, I'll say that's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
By not remembering a single goddamn thing. I feel like her and I both have the same kind of coping mechanism.
That would do the trick, yes.
She has almost devoured the cigarette she lit. She looks at it sadly. Right, what happened to you the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh, yeah, your cigarette, miss.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
All right, Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head.
No.
Get into his mindset.
No, stop it.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Right, why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too.
Oh,
they were
wait.
having such a good time.
Ruby?
I sat down and
I don't...
welcomed me.
Have we heard of Ruby before?
I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Okay, so we've never heard of Ruby. Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Oh, so Titus is not the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after
So
death?
maybe if we'd investigated the body more, we would have caught that?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. All right, what did you do then?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
You know, I can also see why Titus would be upset that the mercenary that's basically there to break up their strike, and he's getting cozy with a woman that Titus obviously has some sort of feelings for. So he probably, like, even if he didn't kill him, he's probably like, I'm not too upset about him dying, especially after hearing that tape about him saying he wanted to rape her. What did you do when they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while, that we should lay low or something. So I did.
Miss Ruby, where is she now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Oh, God, we gotta go to Titus again. Oh, this really is us just going back and forth.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Okay, when it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over
I'm
the
not
bus
gonna...
exploding.
I don't want to ask her if she killed Lily.
What? Why would I put myself
I feel like I have to ask everything.
Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's a silence.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
No, I'm not. I know I said that I, like, try to exhaust everything, but this just feels cruel. I believe that she didn't kill him.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
I'll say it probably didn't.
Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you were hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth.
All right, I don't think so. Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, when was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this.
Yes, let's do that.
Reconstruct the scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
All right, I think we're done here.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking.
Oh.
Are we done here?
Oh. Okay, let's try it.
But we are awake, sire.
Ah.
She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal.
Oh, I should have gone after
Most
my clothes. I
shocking
definitely have
detail
stuff
of
for
the sexual
drama.
kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one.
Okay.
And we will gladly change our minds.
Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal?
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further.
Damn, all right.
At least for now.
Okay. I'm going to try and see if I can get into this door.
The same small, heavy door. No
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I was like, no, I'm going to see... how many do I have? Oh, I've only got 2 left. Ah, fuck it. Physical instrument. Let's try it. I'm probably going to hurt myself. Ooh, 17%.
In sight.
Physical instrument. I think I've got things for physical instrument. Yes, there we go. We'll put that on.
The same.
I'm gonna hurt myself. Oh, it's still only 17%. Yeah, there we go. I just die kicking a door. I have to be careful about kicking things. That's how I died last time. Well, how I died was by not healing myself.
More ferocious kick. The door still does not move.
Demolish the place.
I'm glad she got some amusement out of
I
it.
don't see how this is going to give new results. There must be another way in there.
Below, in the Union box.
Oh.
Was there something behind the window? In the hawthorn branches? Brushing against the glass? No one knows. It is a fleeting feeling.
In the Union box, something behind the window. I tried to look at the window before and it didn't work, so I think that window, I think I'm going to have to give that another... That might be important. Okay, but for now, let's check out the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Okay, the visual calculus is very important, so let's make sure I have everything I need for... Oh dang, that was a +1. Okay. Anyway, I feel like conceptualization would be good too, right? If I'm going to go over the crime scene. So visual calculus. Make sure we've got everything we need for visual calculus. There we go. Yes, we've got the correct shades on, so please don't fail this.
It's pristine on the inside. Golden light melts away.
I feel like this, I have to succeed. Like, this is very important.
Are two neon lit shapes, a man and a woman, on the single bed.
What position are they
Like
in?
the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Would the shot have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at point B, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Wouldn't it be wild if, I'm thinking about like the rooftops and places where they could make the shot. It would be funny if the dice maker was actually Ruby and she was the one who killed this guy.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions.
Except it's unlikely to be Ruby anyway, because Ruby was downstairs
possibly from a tent,
when the murder happened.
Too far-fetched.
Have a look at point B, the islet.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
I'll say much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast.
Alright, so that's what we're doing. Either way, we have to go down the coast. There's a lot of stuff we need to do down there.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
He's probably just happy that I actually did some police work. Can we talk to these guys about, like, all of this crazy information I just discovered?
What is it?
Doesn't look like it. Guys, I got, like, some good information. Please praise me.
I can't believe this shit.
Oh, right, fine. Nobody wants to talk to me.
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, I talked to Klaasje. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Alright, because she's your real leader, I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer. I've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on someone. I've decided to pin it on her. I suspect she killed the victim. Yeah, I don't think she did, because, like, they said that, you know, if she got shot from a rooftop, and, Klaasje said when she, like, ran downstairs, Ruby was down here. So unless Ruby somehow managed to shoot, Laylee and then, like, run down here, I doubt it. I mean, she'd have a reason to. If she's working with the Union, they'd want this mercenary guy dead. I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to his killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
That might have been the wrong choice to make.
Fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush.
Yeah, I figured.
Right behind the window.
I figured it was going to be a low chance. There's that stupid window. How many... I keep not being able to get the check for it. Alright, let me see. How many options do I have here? Oh, I've only got one skill point left. I'm gonna save that. Okay, I'm wondering, should I go talk to... I know I should probably go explore the other area now. Oh, I should also call about the update on the armor.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these tubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer.
Alright, so all we have to connect him to Krenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Elise. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Alright, so we have his name and service record now.
Name. This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see.
Alright, but yeah, before I finally go and check out the other side, I don't know if there's going to be any update about it, but because Elizabeth said that she was going to, like, take a walk, I think along the coast or something, but I'm curious if maybe Everard, if we can have any update about, like, hey, so we learned a little bit more information, including about this Ruby woman. You probably knew about Ruby, but you decided to keep that information to yourself. Ruby, who probably has my gun. I think that there's a check here.
Stand steady as ever.
Okay, it's still locked. There's a couple of checks here I can do. I can't remember if I've, like, upgraded any of them. There's this thing. Check and see maybe if I'll be able to unlock it now.
You're back before the cargo.
Hey, rhetoric, there we go.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything,
nothing. Okay.
It's it.
Damn it. You know, it's always good to, like, re-chat with characters, because you never know if they might have some new information. What's his name, Leo?
Hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important
I like
police
Easy
officer
Leo.
and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
What if Leo was the one who was the murderer? Like, the one who's the most... who seems like the most innocent, the most unseemingly... Because he just seems like he wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, Everard, do you have any information?
Mr. Dubois,
here we go.
With Titus
Perfect.
was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
That's it? Ugh. Damn it, I came all this way for nothing. Okay. This looks like he's not going to give up any information about Ruby, so... Alright. Well, I guess the moment you guys have all been waiting for, we can finally... And the moment I've been waiting for is we can finally... open up... Oop. What am I doing here? Open up the gates to get to the other side. Nope. Hold on. Oh, hey, these guys weren't here before. Can I talk to any of them? Doesn't look like it.
A rusting control panel with you. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then the water lock starts moving.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Everard, now you can.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Very exciting. All right, let's make sure I take a good look around and don't miss anything. Like money. There we go. Nice. I think I kind of ran past here. Is there anything over here? Oh, can I go in here? Oh, all right. Hey, some magnesium. Nice. Very nice. No entry. Someone has scribbled an inverted star. Okay. Hey, oh, what's this? Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. +1 empathy, -1 logic. Nice. Huh? Oh, this music is so nice over here. I mean, the music's always, almost always nice. The swing is missing. No one has been here for a long time. Oh shit! The smallest church in Saint-Saul. That's the... Okay, I'll be able to... Hold on, hold on. I should be able to play that on my boombox. Does that mean I'll be able to sing it at karaoke? Alright, let's do it.
The portal reel is just what you need.
Well, I am very glad I bought the boombox.
The apparatus with
Nice.
a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again.
Portal reel, you press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad.
Mega sad. It is not disco.
Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Klaasje told you about. Perform it. A click. Then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Alright, could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying and I look dumb and old. Yeah, we're gonna sing it for karaoke.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level.
Mega sad.
And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. God, you have to convince God to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself.
That'll be the most important check I'll ever do in this game.
Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Okay, well there we go. That's a big find. Holy cow, I'm getting a lot of stuff here. This is awesome. Anything in here? Oh, something. Oh, heck yeah. Doesn't look like anything else. Oh, no. We got some more money over here, it looks like. Heck yeah. Sweet, I almost have enough for another room.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The
looks like we've got another thought happening.
Of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a bloc obscur?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, bloc obscurs look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscur.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
At least they left some old music behind.
Yes, and you picked it up as part of the Jamrock shuffle.
He gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Oh, oh, oh. A cracking ahead, a broken axle grinding. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me go grab this. Banged up peel canister. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Okay, so yeah, there's the tire tracks, there's the footsteps or footprints.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
Oh, that's right. Oh, the ones that were over by the Whirlingen Rags. This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you
Oh
look at
God,
the
that's...
in the deep, dark.
I did this, didn't I? This is my car. And I think Kim knows it too. Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
What's the make of this, MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Ah, god damn it. Wasn't Sunday? Wasn't that the night like everything went down? Isn't that the one where it's like, didn't Klaasje say like that? Was that the night that I was like losing my mind? I broke everything in the room? Oh, I had a really bad night if that's the case.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Okay, let's sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Well, it looks like we're going to be passing some time, which is a little frustrating because it feels like
in the old rusty playground,
there's so much to check out here.
Around you becomes very silent.
It feels like this is important, but there's so much to check out.
The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage.
All right, let's try to whistle a tune.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down a bit?
Man, oh man, I have not been doing well with. I think this episode overall, I think is I've been the unluckiest I've been yet with these checks.
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
And you know what? I'm gonna continue to make him smile.
That's right. Just keep at it.
Kim is just like, he's like a father, which is weird because he's younger than me, but he's so encouraging.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush.
You know what? Even if I failed it, it was worth it to make him smile.
You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. Okay. That's way better than what you did. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Oh god. So your dad also points to your eyes. Oh, like having the issues with his vision. The tide sure is taking its sweet time. I'm gonna go with this one. A good would you rather is a nice way to pass the time. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to, well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Let's say, do you think I'll ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
Okay, I've been thinking if I put enough time into eating right and exercising, I could turn myself into a living weapon. Then I wouldn't even need a gun. I don't think I'm ever gonna find my gun. The world is so big. I'm gonna go with, like, I don't even need my gun.
Your voice echoes on the water. Strange.
Oh my gosh, a lot of time is passing.
In the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupri, Model 14.
It's mine.
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters,
police officers.
People, you know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it.
Oh gosh, there's a lot here.
Pedagogical.
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, that one. 41, the street racer is quite the ladies' man. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Coupri 41. Stupid factory. I hate guessing. District something? A precinct? Something municipal? Oh, you rub your temples, you're getting a horrible headache.
A precinct? Yes. A police precinct.
Mm-hmm.
Precinct 41. Your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling.
Isn't that the worst feeling? Just that drop in your stomach when you know, like, either you fucked up or something bad's about to happen. Ugh,
no,
the worst.
Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this. I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Okay, maybe I was in pursuit of someone. I am in heavy denial. How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
All right, they're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
All right, well, at least I can see what's in there now. Let's get this over with. Oh, boy.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Find the traffic hooligan. Spoilers, it was me. I'm the hooligan. Oh, shit. Oh, my badge. My badge. Amazing. We can talk to Joyce now, right? Because she said she wouldn't give us more information unless either we did her a favor or I had my badge. Excellent. Let's take a look. And it looks like I got some clothing too. Let's see that. Okay, nice. Plus esprit de corps and +1 visual calculus. There we go. That looks pretty good, actually. Okay, now the important thing is my badge. Oh wow, I look so much younger in this picture. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank.
My name is Harrier Dubois. Interesting.
And in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Okay, wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Alright, yeah, let's go with that. That's a cool name, actually.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you...
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W freighter?
A lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case...
Oh, wow.
You have declined twice. Thus your W.
So it's like they said, you know, I had a lot of solved cases. So at one point I was a really good cop, and that's probably the only reason they're still keeping me on the force, even though I'm a massive fuck up. Maybe I don't know, maybe I didn't feel like I deserved it, so I turned it down.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, satellite
You are
officers?
given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior, so you've been putting up with me because we're of the same rank. Thanks. I won't mention it.
My pleasure.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Aw, thanks. It gives me hope.
Good.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Oh wow, that was like really recent
A
actually.
new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
So this could have been a recent thing, like within 4 months?
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy.
So it seems like there was a case that really just, I went off the deep end.
I remember that time. That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva. Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
All right, swell. That was quite a bit of information. All right, let's move on. That's a big win, though. If I could just find my gun, that'd be fantastic. Did I just come from here? Is this the place that had the... Oh, what's this? Shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. Okay, well that's... I guess that's one place we can rule out then. Oh, this place is a little freaky. dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Okay, got postcard. A bow. Let's check this out. You're sure wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Look at how dapper I look. I think we need a break from the horrific necktie. What if the bow started screaming at me, too? It is drama. Okay, there we go. I'm just getting so many new clothes here. Okay, so we'll have to go the other way, I guess. So there's some people over there that we could talk to. Oh, some pants. Oh man, like, so many new clothes. Let's check these pants out. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable, in other words, perfect. Wait, Kingdom of Conscience, is that like a thought? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, I thought I saw it there. Yeah, Kingdom of Conscience. I don't have that one. So what happens if I wear those? Does that mean I get access to that thought? Weird. Also, I love the idea. Okay, I do too.
These
all right.
are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things. Oops, it's a fashion faux pas. Discard the thought. I just love the idea of him just ripping the pants off.
I know you do. These Inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal. Even if you didn't want to be. Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
I'm all over the place. I'm like a extreme social democrat. I am a communist. I'm all the things. You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't there? I'm gonna say I'm a radical.
Of course, a radical centrist. In these bright and loud times,
I'm the apocalyptic cop. I'm the superstar cop.
Sober thinking.
Nothing normal about me.
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Okay, first, where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
All right, sounds incredible. Allons-y, let's go there right now. It seems fine. I still want to live for the present. It sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist. Let's
Slow
opt
down,
in.
Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Rivershaw. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
I don't know if I want to waste a thought on this because I have so few skill points right now and there's so many checks I still want to do. So I'm gonna not do that right now, and I think I'll switch out my pants. I just had a whole speech with those pants, and then I just was like, nah, never mind. Also, I just love the idea of me just pulling pants out of just a random, like it looks like an oil drum, and just putting them on right in front of Kim. No shame. Oh, wow, okay, this place is... Alright, quite a bit here. And people, this is good. Woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are
You're
closed.
not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. No. What he said, we're cops, we don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I'm gonna say, if I am considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Alright, where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for,
hey!
I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh my gosh, how much is it?
I won't charge you for
Oh my
it.
gosh, this is amazing.
Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Oh, wait a minute, I already paid Gart for tonight. Shit, if I had waited, I could have saved my money. Oh well. Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
There's this guy Gart who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they are ours.
Wait, why isn't anyone using the room?
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep.
Hell yeah, you got yourself a tenant.
Don't
Amazing.
make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I know where to find you. Here,
Kim's like, thanks, you're gonna make me walk all the way out here to come get you. Well, tomorrow. For tonight, I will be at the hostel.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Okay. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
I don't want to say that to her. I'll say, who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drugs. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here?
Because it seems like
For
there's a lot
you?
of money going around.
No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
You know what? I might as well go through
The
everything.
lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing. Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
Alright, I think I'm in the process of finding myself again.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer? Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the Pox, an old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Right, what's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Okay, I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
What is it then, apartments or electrical plants?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
Alright, so that's it? There's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Alright, tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Oh boy, should I go with Harrier Dubois? I'm gonna say you can call me Tequila Sunset.
Why would I do that? That's a fool's name. Are you a fool? Don't ridicule yourself before an old woman, officer.
She's like, never mind. You're not gonna stay here. Oh, I was asked to. Oh, she's one of the people I have to get the signature for. Oh, do I want to do that though?
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Okay, Everard wants to turn part of this village into a little youth center.
Ah, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village
Oh, no.
is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
All right, where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop.
Oh man, I can just see her respect for me just plummeting. I gotta be careful. She might decide that she doesn't want me staying here anymore. I knew it was probably like a bad deal going on with this whole youth center, but yeah, when Isabel said that, I was like, oh shoot. It's pretty much just gonna screw them over even more than I thought.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with? A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I've got questions. The first is, what is your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Yeah, nice sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Right. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for...
Oh no, because you know I'm... Jesus.
Show her the wonder.
Because I'm such a good flirt, as we saw with Klaasje.
Coach means the expression.
All right, behold, point to the expression on your face. Well, I made her laugh, right? Women appreciate humor. Her eyes meet yours and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while.
Not bad.
Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin.
I think she's into me. I like this girl. Forget about Klaasje. Like, this woman, she's wearing her rain jacket like a cool cape. She's got a sword. She's got, like, earrings that look kind of like, what are they? Like they're fishing hooks. She's got a style to her. I love her, what is this? Like an Irish accent? I like her. Lillian.
The traces of her laughter are still there. In her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Oh, gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him.
So you're saying...
It was a long time ago.
You're single? Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Let's see. Death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself into the waves after him. God damn. Alright, time really is the best cure for sorrow. It's healthy to let go and move on, gotta keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
She's a practical woman. I like her. Hardy woman.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date.
Oh
with
god.
another.
Better drunk.
Ask her. Both of you.
Oh my gosh. Kim's presence makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. Okay, that's a -6. Should I ask her out? Would I act? Maybe down the line. Okay, what do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Alright, interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right.
Oh.
Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird
Okay.
to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about the human bodies. A mine. The RCM could use a mine. Drugs. I need info on this major narc. This place. Let's go with a mine.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Okay. So I take it that's your skiff?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking
Oh
for?
boy, that's right, a couple. I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
I'll say people who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where do they go?
I don't really know.
Hey, new
They're
skill
down
point,
the
awesome.
Peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being.
Aw, she just seems like I like this woman.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Alright, I was looking to get your signature.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building?
Everart's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Everard and the union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
I don't feel good about this. No. No.
Why, if you say so.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna hold off on that. Oh. I got some... Oh gosh, so many clothes. I got some boots, some cavalry boots. Let's check this out. Oops. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heels come in handy too. It definitely makes you look a good 5 centimeters taller. But could it be it also makes you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings now that you've gained a new perspective? Can I go check out my cool shack?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Alright, let me just check this out first. It's, cozy? It's cozy. Well, the music's so pretty in here, though. Obviously, I'm not going to be going to bed yet.
The bed is comforting. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand.
I can shave? I'm just gonna cut myself up. Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chop. A fucking pansy.
Okay, I do want to shave, but let me just... I think I do have stuff for hand-eye coordination, maybe? Let me see. I could be mistaken on that. Okay, I don't. Alright, I'm just gonna risk it, because, you know, I've been doing so well with my checks this episode.
You see a bowl of water, a rough soap.
Damn it!
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
Damn it.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
What if... Could I have died that way? Could I have died by, like... Jesus, by just... like, just by trying to shave and I accidentally, like, nick an artery and just bleed out. Poor Kim. He'd be like, alright, I'll let you just check out the shack, and then he comes in and I'm just dead, bleeding out on the floor. Ah, that's a bummer. Okay, I've definitely... This is gonna be something I'm gonna do at some point, for sure.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the episode for today. Like... We, you know, got quite a bit of information, especially related to the murder case, the discovery of this woman named Ruby, learning the truth that it wasn't the Hardy Boys that actually killed him, and they were covering up a murder, this unknown shooter, whether he was after the mercenary or maybe after Klaasje. We finally got to the coast. There's a lot to explore, a lot for us to do. It's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so there's a lot to be done here. But this is very exciting to, like, have this whole new area opened up and a lot of stuff that we can do. A free place to stay, which is amazing. Now I don't have to be so stingy with my money. Yeah, just a lot. Like, it felt like a lot of the episode was me just going back and forth in the Whirling in Rags, but we got a lot of good information out of it. So I'm very excited to, like, have this new area to explore, new characters to talk to. I can actually complete some missions. Hopefully I will be more lucky with the checks in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned next week for part 7. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Henry98, Linsby A, Kenju Storm, and Icognito.